All right, Joe, if you want to start by going through the budget, talk about any, additions, changes, or any notes that you have that you want to make the council aware of. And we know that Brent is out of town, so we know you might not be able to answer every question, which is understandable.
See
So
what we can do.
let's see what we can do.
On the first page, of course, we've asked for a 3% raise across the board for all the officers. In the education/certification line, you said it was $5,000 for instructor fees. That covers if you are a defensive tactics instructor, a firearms instructor. It's an added bonus for that position because there is more responsibility, more work that comes with that. In the line item for sign-on bonus, you see there's $4,500 allotted for that. We will use part of that coming up at the beginning of, end of this year, beginning of next year for
Okay.
2. And that'll be $1,500 times 2 for Paul Riley and Devin Hopkins, 2 of our deputies that came from a different department. That's pretty much that one. Any questions on that? Okay.
Joe, do you know if you'll use that this year,
Which one?
the sign-on bonus?
The sign-on, yes, we'll use it.
You'll use it before the end of the year?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
it'll be times 2.
And what about transporting inmates? I see you still got 4,000 there.
Yes, it did not change from last year's budget.
No, I'm saying, I don't see.
So there's nothing spent
You used
somewhere.
it, yeah.
I believe that will be getting spent within the next few months on some items.
Okay.
Anything else on that one?
No, we're good on that one. Page 7, council.
All right, on the next, on these salaries, we're asking for 3% across the board also, with the exception of 5 spots on these line items. The first line item that is different would be the third deputy line item, the top one. Asking for a 7% raise on that. Asking for more because she is getting more of a workload. This is the lady, Sherry Miller, that does our sex offender registry paperwork, our civil process paperwork, our criminal paperwork that's entered into our local RMS system, gun permits, and then accident and case reports that people come in or insurance companies may need. So, of course, her workload is going up because our workload is going up, so she's getting more paperwork across her desk. We did ask for more there. The second line item, which is also the second one we've asked more than 3%, is actually a dollar amount of $10,646. That number was not just pulled out of a hat. The sheriff did a salary study. This is going to be the average of surrounding counties, all 8 surrounding counties. We're not above, we're not below. We will be average. And the pay of our jail commander is what that line item is. Head cook will be the third one we've asked for more than 3%, asking 7% for it. Of course, food prices have gone up, so her workload has gone a little bit up because she's trying to find us better deals where we can get items cheaper, but stay within our state required guidelines of feeding our inmates. So that's why we're asking for more there. The fourth one would be chief dispatcher. We're asking for more there because this is also a salary study of surrounding counties, all 8 counties again. Once again, we'll be average. We won't be above, we won't be below. We will be average in everything that surrounds us for the pay of chief dispatcher. And then we added $2,000 into our part-time security line item. Just a $2,000 flat rate to be divided. So other than those 5, we asked for 3% across the board.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
Council, any questions? No. Okay. Next question.
All right. In the next 2 line items, the overtime did not change. We were trying to hold the line on that one. Our new jail commander has come up with a different schedule that has addressed the overtime problem in the jail to curb the overtime in the jail alone. So we are trying to hold the line firm on our overtime budget. The police retirement line that you see there, the new number was not available at the time of this budget being brought to you. So the line item shows 216,293. The actual number needs to be 259,829 for the police retirement.
And that's the one they sent down to you,
Yes, sir.
that they need in a letter, and they give, you just give 3 choices, but you're giving fully funded number, correct?
Correct. Yes. That is what they send us and say it needs to be.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, 250?
259,829. Yes, sir. Let's see, go down through here, nothing else has changed except for, in the next one, supplies, nothing's changed there except meals for inmates. We've changed it to 208,000, that's a 19% increase. Of course, with the economy being what it is, food costs have gone up, which means our cost goes up. On top of that, during the time of COVID, we did pull back on our warrant service. Now that COVID has not gone away, but has ceased some, we have upped our warrant service, and it will probably continue to go up. So our population will go up, which means our food budget has to go up, especially with the cost of things now. Down to the third contract on the two-way radio. We don't want to do away with that 7,000. We want to move this line item to warranty security contract, which we will go over on the next page. We want to move that money because that's what that money is used for anyways, to pay contracts and two-way radio fees and stuff like that. So we need to keep that 7,000. We just want to put it into a different line item to go ahead and pay.
Does that include like repeater tires, stuff?
I believe it does, yes.
Yeah, okay.
The next change would be our fuel budget. We bumped it 18% to $95,000. We're trying to hold the line. Of course, it has to go up due to our fuel costs going up. When we did our budget last time, the gas was $2.12 a gallon. And you see what we're paying now. It's going down. Hopefully it will continue to go down, but we don't have a crystal ball to make that gamble. We are trying to hold the line as much as possible, even though we did ask for an 18% increase. We're trying to hold the line by curbing our off-duty driving and more two-man units, especially of the evening. If we're going to a domestic, 2 guys can hop into 1 car. We don't have 2 cars running to every call. So we're trying to curb that and hold that line as strong as we can.
Thank you, that was the question I was going to ask.
Yes. The next line item that has changed will be the mobile telephone and pager line. It's gone up $1,100 to $9,800. Of course, the reason that has gone up is you've allotted us 3 more officers, which we are very grateful for. Thank you so much for that. It makes our workload much lighter per officer, and response time is much greater now because of that. So thank you very much, but that did have to go up because we do have 3 new officers that we're supplying telephones to. Those 2 lines, the next 2 lines didn't change. The next line that did change is the training budget line. It went up $2,500 to $7,500, and once again, that is due to, we had 3 more officers. Thank you so much for that, but we had to add a little bit to the training budget to cover those 3 officers. Institutional and hygiene, you will see that that line has gone up $1,500 to $20,000 total. The reason the hygiene has gone up, once again, our population is probably going to increase now that our warrant service has returned back to not full swing, but we'll say 90% because COVID is on the decrease. So that means that we are more active in our warrant service and getting out there. So that will go up along with our food budget. On the next page, we get into the warranty security contract. That's where I said we wanted to move that $7,000 to do away with 1 line item and move that money here. So that raises our line item there to $53,680, where it was $46,680. If you add 7,000 to that, that's where that number's come from. So we're just moving 1 line item into this line item. And to end off this page, the equipment, $20,000. I realize none of that has been used as of yet. It hasn't, but it has. We have stuff ordered. It is coming, so that money will be coming out. We need to look at replacing all of our 800 radios. That's 24 of them at a tune of $2,800 apiece. We realize we can't do this overnight, it will be in phases. So just because that money looks like it's not spent, it is spent. It will be coming out. Not only do we need to replace our 800 radios, we have to look at replacing our tough books that are in our vehicles, all our computers. Yes, they do last for some time, but being in our cars, they're in the heat, they're in the cold, they're moving around as we're driving, they do wear out. We got 4 of those also in order, with all 24 of those being replaced eventually in phases at $1,600 a piece. So I realize it kind of shows that that money's there, but that money is spent and is being spent. It's just not been taken out yet. That completes that. Any questions on any of those?
Questions, any questions from the council? Okay.
On the next page, you will see our motor vehicle and equipment at $30,000. The sheriff himself is preparing a vehicle fleet report to include vehicles that have been purchased in his term, where the money comes from, who paid for them, etc. So you have a better understanding of our fleet. So he will answer any questions you have over that $30,000 when he gives you that report. Back to the next. For our marijuana eradication, we log, of course, the 2,000 that stays in there for if there's any overtime incurred during marijuana eradication, and then $2,000 in our line item for surveillance equipment, which would cover cameras, binoculars, anything of that, if we would need any type of surveillance equipment for marijuana eradication, which increases our 2023 budget by $128,388 from last year. We're trying to hold the line the best we can.
Sounds good,
Anything?
especially holding that line.
We're doing the best we can,
Appreciate it.
so.
Any questions from the council? All right, well, Joe, we appreciate your time. If we have any questions, we'll call you back tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And Desi should be here shortly.
Okay,